Hello, my name is Kallista, and welcome back to Mass Effect: A Legendary Edition. In the last episode, we got the nuke on site. Ashley is currently priming it, and we received a distress call from Kaidan. He's in trouble at the AA tower. We need to go and rescue him, and I am very suspicious that we are being pulled in two different directions. You know, we've got to go save Kaidan. Meanwhile, we're leaving Ashley here with the nuke. It feels like we're being pulled, and it's making me very, very suspicious and extremely nervous. I have a horrible feeling in the pit of my stomach as to what's about to happen. Now, yeah, that's the way we need to go. However, before we do, let me just do a quick little run around, make sure there's no loot hidden anywhere. Okay, yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing. Okay, Ashley, stay safe. We're gonna go get Kaidan. This is not the door I need. I think it's down here. It was one of these side doors. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now then, let's start with you because you're closest. You can get one of them, and you can get thrown, and you do one of them.
This will help.
Oh, excuse you. Excuse you, you creepy bastards. Do one of them. And do one of them on him. Okay. Okay, good stuff. Come on, people. Come on, people. Let's try and be quick. Let's try and be quick and also look for loot, because that's just who I am. Okay. Open up. Excuse me. God, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. Okay, so this anything at all? Any crates? No, we don't even get any loot here. No loot. God damn. Oh, loot. I'm sorry, Loot. I thought you weren't here. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Chief, we just spotted a troop ship inbound to your location.
It's already here, and is bleeding Geth all over the bomb site.
It's gonna be bad. How bad is it really bad?
Can you hold them off?
There's too many! I don't think we can hold them! I'm activating the nuke!
Oh, god damn.
What are you doing, Chief?
Making sure this bomb goes off, no matter what! It's done, Commander. Go get the lieutenant and get the hell out of here!
Belay that. We can handle ourselves. Go back and get Williams.
I knew it. I knew it as soon as... I'm in trouble over at the AA tower. Don't worry, we can set up the nuke. It's fine. It's fine. Ignore the fact that I've been removed from the party select screen. Everything is fine. God damn, Me personally, I want to go and get Ashley because whilst I hate her personality. I think she is a raging bitch, but she has the best writing in the game. She is by far the most interesting character here. Kaidan, he's likable. Kaidan is likable, but he's a bit dull. I'd rather have a character who's interesting that I hate than a character that I like but I'm a bit bored by. But again, I'm not playing myself. I'm not playing Callista Shepherd. This is Naomi. God, it was one thing sending Kaidan off with Kirahi, because that was a case of I need someone who is going to work well with aliens, and Ashley has shown that she is a massive racist and can't work well with aliens. So I have to send Kaidan. That was a relatively easy decision. We're sending someone to die here. We are dooming someone to death. This isn't... If the nuke is primed, I don't even know if we're going to have time to get to the rendezvous point. Surely we'd have to bring Joker in rather than go to him, because... Yeah, if the nuke is going off sooner rather than later, we would not have time to go get Kaidan and come back. It's go get Kaidan and piss off, or go save Ashley and piss off. We can't do both. Someone is dead here. Because Kaidan's overwhelmed, so someone is guaranteed to die here. Here's the thing, Naomi kind of has beef with both of them. I can't even do like she hates one of them more than the other, because she has beef with both of them. Naomi wants to like Ashley. Naomi really wants to be Ashley's friend because they're both soul survivors. They both saw their squads die and they were the only ones left standing. You know, Naomi on Aku's and Ashley on Eden Prime. So I think that Naomi has always very desperately wanted to be Ashley's friend, but Ashley is a massive racist. And she's using the justification of like, oh, well, my grandfather served on Shang-Chi and he was used as a scapegoat. Therefore, this is why I think the way I do, and I don't really have much interest in changing it. Like, I've said this time and time again, there is no valid excuse for racism. There is no valid excuse for racism. Like, oh, I was mugged by a person of color, now I hate every single member of that race. That's not a valid excuse. Not even like, oh, my parents were murdered by a member of a specific race, now I hate all of them. Like, no, that means you should hate that person. That absolutely gives you the right to hate that person, but unless you're saying that every member of that race was there cheering them on when they murdered your parents, which would be, you know, impossible, but like, unless you're claiming that there is no valid excuse to hate an entire race of people. As for Kaidan, Naomi and Kaidan have always kind of been friends. However, Kaidan wouldn't take no for an answer. Kaidan kept coming on to her and wouldn't take no for an answer. Which admittedly, like, oh, that was the game doing that. Yeah, I know, but from Naomi's perspective, she's not thinking, I'm in a video game. She's thinking, this is my life. She tried to shut him down kindly, and he kept being like, oh, you're interested. And it was only when she was harsh. And to be fair, he took that well, but she had to get to that point. He couldn't accept the first no. She had to get to the point where she was like, right, I'm not talking about my private life with you because you're clearly not picking up on the fact that I am the big gay. And who does she have the bigger issue with? The guy who couldn't accept her sexuality and that she wasn't interested in him, or the girl who is extremely prejudiced? But here's the thing, I reckon there is goodness in Ashley. There is something there that I reckon, you know, you could you could soften her views. I'm pretty sure we've already done that with Garrus. I'm pretty sure there is like a hardening and softening system like in Dragon Age. You can harden or soften Liliana. And with Garrus, he was like, oh yeah, once this is all done, I'm gonna go back to C-Sec and I'm gonna try out to be a Spectre again. I think there would have been an option depending on what we told him. You know, if we were encouraging him like, oh yeah, violence is the answer. You know, like, don't give a shit about the law. You know, I think he would have said, oh, I'm gonna do something else. I get the feeling that there is also that option with Ashley because we've had the options to be like, hey, you shouldn't be thinking about other species like this. The other species didn't fuck over your grandfather. It was members of their race, but not them. You can't be blaming every member of a race for something that happened to your granddad. Like, we had those options, so I reckon we could soften Ashley. But again, now I'm thinking in terms of game mechanics, not... I'm sorry this is taking me a minute. I'm sorry, but I need to think. I need to think. Ashley's been continuously rude to Liara. That's a thought. And Ashley's never apologized to Liara. When Liara was giving suggestions, like everyone gives suggestions in that group meeting, and Ashley was basically like, oh, know your place, bitch. Know your place. Who the fuck are you? And Naomi told her, like, oi, Ashley, lay off her. Ashley never apologized to Liara. She apologized to Naomi. And again, it's nice that in private, Ashley's like, hey, maybe you should go speak to Liara about her mum. She's probably really upset about that. Yeah, it's nice that she's like that in private, but in public, she's encouraging everyone to bully Liara. If you have someone there constantly picking on, you know, a member of the group, you're letting the entire group know, hey, it's okay to do that to them. It's okay to nitpick. It's okay to have a go at them. And I'm not going to apologize. Kaidan might not have taken the first no, but at least he's never had a go at Liara. I kind of, from a storytelling perspective, that's kind of settled it for me. I like that Naomi, she couldn't like, oh, who do I go for? Who do I go for? And then she thinks back to Liara. And she thinks how, you know, who's treated Liara the best? Who's treated the girl I'm interested in the best? Ashley's been continuously rude. I kind of like that it was her thoughts of Liara that kind of made her decide.
Alenko. Radio Joker and tell him to meet us on the AA tower.
Yes, Commander.
You know it's the right choice, LT.
Here's the thing, I do think she would feel sorry for Ashley. Like I said, she wanted to be friends with Ashley. She wanted to be friends, but Ashley, she was just so hateful, and maybe we would have been able to change that. Maybe we would have. But Ashley has also been repeatedly hostile towards Liara. It's very clear that Ashley is jealous of Liara. You know, she you know, like, oh, it's, you know, she's attractive and she's deadly and she's smart. So I'm gonna try and put her in her place because this makes me feel insecure as a woman. Maybe we could have softened Ashley up, but unfortunately, we'll never know.
I'm sorry, Ash. I had to make a choice.
I understand, Commander. I don't regret a thing.
Oh. Yeah, that was where we came. Now we want to head to the AA tower. That was rough. That was rough because here's what I'm thinking. They could have like a, you know, like, oh, it's a miracle. We were able to swoop back around and save Ashley. That would make that feel so cheap. That would make that feel so cheap. You know what, I'ma just pause in case there's a timer, you know, secretly ticking down. They could, you know, save Ashley and cheapen the moment. I don't think they will. Companions can die in Dragon Age, so I am familiar with the concept of, like, not all your companions can live. Some will die over the course of the story. However, with Dragon Age, you always have the chance to save everyone. It typically comes down to, you know, whether you did their personal mission and how much they like you and if you got to know them. Because if you didn't, if you just ignore someone and you never bother helping them out, why should they even be loyal to you? Why should they stick around? And we didn't get that choice with Mass Effect. This was just someone has to die. Pick. There is no saving them. I don't think I could have done anything throughout the game to affect that. I think this was a scripted choice. Either Kaidan or Ashley will die. On one hand, I feel like I should be upset about that, but I'm not. I think if this was a Dragon Age game, I think I would be upset, but in this setting, it's weird. I view Mass Effect as being far darker in a way, which is, you know, Dragon Age is dark fantasy, or at least Dragon Age Origins was. It's kind of, you know, steered more into just straight fantasy, but, you know, Dragon Age Origins, it's dark fantasy, yet I don't know what it is, but with Dragon Age, it's always kind of presented as, like, there is hope. You are the hope for the universe, or the world, like, whatever. Whereas with Mass Effect, I don't know what it is, but the stakes seem so much higher. The stakes seem so much higher, and things seem so much more dire. It seems darker, and for that reason, I'm like, you know what? It makes sense that people would die, and we wouldn't get the choice to save everyone. I feel like this makes so much sense for this game. Like I said, I'm just like, oh my god, I'm not angry about this. I feel genuinely quite surprised at myself that I'm not angry or upset. I'm just like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I would expect companions to die here. Oh, excuse you? I'm sorry, Kaidan. I'm sorry, but there's a weapons locker and I need it. Thank you kindly. I almost missed that. See, this is why it's good to talk out your thoughts. You notice stuff. Okay. Oh, bloody hell. Bloody hell. Okay, you do that. You do that. You do that. And do that.
Commander, you need to move fast. We can't hold these things off much longer.
I'm trying. I'm trying. No, nobody. Nobody.
Watch
I don't like the fact that they're all running at me. That's freaking me out. Okay. Where? Wait, come back. Come back, dickhead. There we go. Oh, hello? You friend or foe?
This has been an impressive diversion, Shepard. My Geth were utterly convinced the Salarians were the real threat. Of course, it was all for nothing. I can't let you disrupt what I've accomplished here. You can't possibly understand what's really at stake.
Hello there. Wasn't expecting Saren to make an appearance. Aye, okay. If we hadn't learned about indoctrination, Naomi would have gone straight for that. She would have gone straight for that. However, it's like I keep saying, if he's indoctrinated, then his thoughts aren't technically his own. He should still be punished for what he did because he did destroy Eden Prime. But he also kind of wasn't responsible. If he was being mind controlled, then how much responsibility can you place on his shoulders? It's like with Major Kyle. The man needed help. Saren kind of needs help if he's being indoctrinated, which again, there's a big difference between being ruthless, which is what we were told Saren was. We were told he's ruthless. There's a big difference between that and I'ma destroy the galaxy. If we can get him monologuing, then we can learn a lot.
Why are you doing this?
You've seen the vision from the beacons, Shepard. You of all people should understand what the Reapers are capable of. They cannot be stopped. Do not mire yourself in pointless revolt. Do not sacrifice everything for the sake of petty freedoms. The Protheans tried to fight, and they were utterly destroyed. Trillions dead, but what if they had bowed before the invaders? Would the Protheans still exist? A submission not preferable to extinction?
But do the Reapers want that? From what Sovereign was saying, he was just like, I'm gonna kill you because that's what I do. I reap. Like, that's it. Do they want people to submit?
Do you really believe the Reapers will let us live?
Now you see why I never came forward with this to the Council. We organics are driven by emotion instead of logic. We will fight even when we know we cannot win. But if we work with the Reapers, if we make ourselves useful, think how many lives could be spared. Once I understood this, I joined Sovereign, though I was aware of the dangers. I had hoped this facility could protect me.
Again, let's keep this dialogue open. Let's not shut this down. We're getting answers.
You're afraid Sovereign is influencing you. You're afraid he's controlling your thoughts.
I've studied the effects of indoctrination. The more control Sovereign exerts, the less capable the subject becomes. That is my saving grace. Sovereign needs me to find the conduit. My mind is still my own, for now. But the transformation from ally to servant can be subtle. I will not let it happen to me.
But how would you know? How would you know? If it's subtle, then you would have no way of knowing until it was too late.
Why are the Geth following Sovereign?
They believe Sovereign to be some kind of god, the pinnacle of their own evolution. But the reaction of their deity is most telling. It is insulted. Sovereign does not desire the pitiful devotions the Geth hurl at it. They are just tools, and no amount of belief on their part will change that. But as tools, they are useful. They will survive the coming invasion. If organic life is to survive, we must also prove we are useful. We must work with the Reapers.
Here's the thing, though. You're thinking... I'm not entirely sure what a Reaper is. It is something constructed. I get that, but I don't know what it is. I don't think that Saren knows what it is. Saren's line of logic is for... It's for synthetics. You know, synthetics have no reason to let organic life live unless that organic life can prove it can do something the synthetic cannot. Like, that's... It's that line of logic, but a Reaper is so much more than a synthetic. Who's to say they run by that logic? Who's to say that the Reaper wouldn't just go, yeah, you're useful, but I don't give a shit about usefulness, I just want to kill everyone. Also, the fact that... Here's the thing, Sovereign is insulted that the Geth are viewing it as a god. That tells you a lot about the Geth, because a toaster has no need for a god. A car has no need for a god. Organics tend to have needs for gods, or, you know, things to worship, things to believe in. A toaster does not have belief. Yet the Geth have shown interest in religion, in art, in music, like all things that regular electronics do not have need for. This tells you that the Geth are becoming more organic-like. Yes, they may be synthetic, but they are developing organic traits. And if Saren... I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm slurring my speech so much. I've just got like a million thoughts whizzing around my head and my mouth is trying to pump all of them out at once. If Sovereign wants to kill organics, and the Geth are showing evidence of becoming like organics, then of course Sovereign's gonna be like, oh, you disgust me, because he wants them dead. This tells us interesting things about the Geth, and it also tells us that Saren's logic is inherently flawed. You're not thinking like a Reaper, you're trying to put yourself in the thought process of a regular synthetic, and the two are very different.
Tell me why Sovereign needs the conduit. Tell me what it is. Maybe we can find a way to stop them.
The conduit is the key to your destruction and my salvation. Sovereign needs my help to find it. That is the only reason I have not been indoctrinated.
Here's the thing, that the fact that you think you haven't been indoctrinated shows that you probably are. Or at the very least, it's affecting you. I think right now, I think Naomi feels pity for Saren. She feels pity because this man is being used and he can't see it. Again, that doesn't mean she's letting him off the hook. That doesn't mean she no longer believes he is responsible for Eden Prime. She does, but clearly he needs a, you know, hospital stay. He needs some therapy, he needs to get better, and then he can serve a prison sentence. Like, that's... Like, he needs help first, though. Clearly, he's been indoctrinated.
Sovereign's manipulating you and you don't even know it. You're already under its power.
No, Sovereign needs me. If I find the conduit, I've been promised a reprieve from the inevitable. This is my only hope.
I mean, she absolutely is thinking this. She absolutely is thinking this. He's gonna betray you. However, in a way, Saren is kind of a victim in all of this. He's found someone that is manipulating him so well that he can't even see the manipulation. He's scared it's going to happen to him without even realizing that it's already happened. It is currently happening, and he doesn't realize it. To be honest, Saren sounds scared. he sounds fearful here. He's putting on a good front, but at the core of it all, he's scared. He wants to live. Here's the thing, this feels a bit victim blamey to me. As I said, if Saren, oh, there goes my timer. But no, we are getting to the end of this. If Saren has been manipulated, if his thought process has been changed against his will without his knowledge, this to me it almost feels like going up to someone who has an abusive spouse and saying like, oh, like, why don't you just leave? Like, oh, you're not leaving. It's your own fault they're beating you. Like, it feels a bit victim blamey to me. As I said, I think Naomi feels badly for him. She still thinks he should, you know, serve some sort of, like, prison sentence. He should pay for his crimes. But he is also a victim of sovereigns.
Together we can stop Sovereign. We don't have to submit to the Reapers, we can beat them.
I no longer believe that, Shepard. The visions cannot be denied. The Reapers are too powerful. The only hope of survival is to join with them. Sovereign is a machine. It thinks like a machine. If I can prove my value, I become a resource worth maintaining. There is no other logical conclusion.
Again, it thinks like a machine, but it is a machine so far beyond our comprehension. You are thinking like a machine that you can comprehend. Again, I do think he's scared. I do think he's scared, but this... We're trying to get him on side. We're trying to talk him down. He's not gonna be talking down. He's not gonna be talked down, excuse me. Pardon me there. But I think she has to try.
You were a Spectre. You were sworn to defend the galaxy. Then you broke that vow to save yourself.
I'm not doing this for myself. Don't you see? Sovereign will succeed. It is inevitable. My way is the only way any of us will survive. I'm forging an alliance between us and the Reapers, between organics and machines. And in doing so, I will save more lives than have ever existed. But you would undo my work. You would doom our entire civilization to complete annihilation. And for that, you must die.
Oh, hello. I just want to say, that line, you were a Spectre, you were sworn to defend the galaxy, and then you gave it all up. I've said repeatedly, being a Reaper doesn't mean anything to Naomi. She does not care about that title, but if he did care and he did take that vow seriously, it's not that Naomi doesn't take it seriously, but as I said, she's kind of like, hey, you didn't want to go kill this guy, so you sent me. You sent me as a sacrificial lamb. How the fuck are you respecting me? Like, guys, what the fuck? But this guy did seem to take being a Spectre seriously. He should have some respect for that role, even if Naomi's kind of like, you guys are bastards. Come on, get oh, hello. Bloody hell. Okay. Okay. Oh shit, what's happening? Nothing, I guess. I'm let's let's just deprive him of backup first. Oh, excuse you. Excuse you. Is everyone okay? Yeah, everyone's okay. Yeah, that is Rex. Yeah, girl, if you could shoot, please, that'd be grand. I'll get to you. I'm not sure if we can get him whilst he's on that platform, so I'm just gonna.
Lost shields.
Woo! Okay. No, you don't come. Piss off. Piss off. Excuse me. Oh, so we can. Is it bad I'm thinking this could be a really nice opportunity to get some more experience? Let's... Oh. You know what, let me get out of his line of fire first. Wait a minute. Okay, there we go. You!
Everybody, hang on!
I can't believe that Ash didn't make it. How could we just leave her down there?
Damn. Dad, that... I'm sorry, the punching Saren. Yes, girl. Go. Oh, hello. Don't believe we've heard this music before. She was a good soldier. She had her flaws. She had her many, many flaws, but she was a good soldier.
Williams knew the risks going in. She gave her life to save the rest of us.
But why me? Why not her?
Because you didn't slag off the chick I'm interested in. I mean, that's basically what it came down to. Of course, Naomi would never say that. She'd never say that publicly.
It wasn't your call, Alenko. I had to choose. I chose you.
But if I'd done my job, you wouldn't have had to make that call.
It wasn't your fault. It wasn't my fault. The only one to blame here is Saren.
Yes, ma'am. We'll get it done.
Commander, excuse me for interrupting, but I have an idea. I think the beacon you found in Saren's base was similar to the one you found on Eden Prime. It may have filled in the missing pieces of your vision. I might be able to help you put all those pieces together.
Do it.
You want to join our minds again, don't you? Okay, go ahead.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity. I never thought the images would be so intense. I need a moment to collect myself.
I understand that. However, this is really important.
Did the vision make any sense to you?
It's a distress call. A message sent out across the Prothean Empire. A warning against the Reapers, but the warning came too late.
What about the conduit?
There were other images, locations, places I recognized from my research. Ilos! The conduit is on Ilos! That is why Saren needed to find the Mu relay. It is the only way to get to Ilos.
You never mentioned this. I mean, it's a relay. Relays can get to a bunch of different places, right? It's not like, you know, each relay leads to a specific planet. Relays can go anywhere, right? I mean, Naomi trusts Liara. I trust Liara. If she had figured out that it was Ilos ages ago, she would have said something. She wouldn't have kept that to herself. Like maybe there was something in the vision that, you know, put it together. Like, this isn't... I don't think that Naomi would ask this. She trusts Liara.
We need to get to Ilos.
Forget it. The Mu relay's inside the Terminus systems. Alliance ships are not welcome there. Neither are Spectres.
Tough shit, we going.
The conduit's on Ilos. That's where Saren's heading. I'll be waiting for him when he gets there.
Saren will have his entire fleet orbiting Ilos. You will never make it down to the surface without reinforcements. You must alert the Council. We need a fleet to... I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Didn't we get these options the last time we did it? I mean, Naomi would still check on her.
Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
Yeah, this is the exact same dialogue tree as before. Alright, go ahead.
We're done here. Dismissed.
Commander, there's a comm buoy nearby. I can link us in if you want to report back to the Citadel Council. You know, to warn them about Sovereign.
I mean, we probably should.
Set the link up, Joker. They need to know.
Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, I'm pleased to see your mission on Vermar was a success.
Saren is formidable enough without an army of Krogan serving under him.
Yeah, we've got bigger problems, mate.
The Krogan would have served Sovereign, a Reaper.
Yes, we saw mention of this on your report. Sovereign, Ascension machine, a true artificial intelligence. This news is quite alarming, if it turns out to be accurate.
At every turn, we are not believed. I do think that Naomi would be getting very annoyed with this. Not so annoyed, but...
Sovereign's a Reaper. Saren admitted it.
He's playing you, Shepard. Saren still has contacts on the Citadel. He probably saw your earlier reports. The ones talking about your vision and the Reapers.
It's highly possible Saren is using false information to throw you off balance. Our own intelligence has never turned up any corroborating information.
I'm so fucking tempted. I'm so fucking tempted. So let me get this straight. Just so we're all on the same page. When I tried to tell you that Saren was corrupt, and we brought you evidence, all Saren had to do was say, yeah, no, they're lying, and you were like, yeah, your proof isn't all that great, we're just gonna take Saren at his word, we're not gonna bother investigating, we're not gonna bother investigating to see if you're lying, we're just not gonna investigate, and we're not gonna do anything about it. Then we brought you irrefutable proof, and you couldn't sit there twiddling your thumbs. We are once again bringing you proof, and because the whole argument before was like, oh, Saren's one of us, Saren's a Spectre, of course we're going to take him at his word. Well, I'm a Spectre too now, yet you're not taking me at my word. When it was Saren, all he had to do was say, yeah, no, I didn't do it. And you all were like, yep, toss their proof out. It's inferior. We're just going to believe you with no evidence that what you're saying is true. Yet when it's me, you aren't willing to take my word at face value. You're willing to take Saren at face value, but you're not willing to take us. Just so we are on the same page here. We all know where we're standing. You didn't make me a Spectre because you respect me. You made me a Spectre because you didn't want to send any of your own people off to die, and you were okay with me dying, and that's showing me respect. Okay, I'm just so we're clear, fuck the lot of yous.
I tried to warn you about Saren. You didn't believe me then, and look how that turned out.
I believe you humans have a saying. Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Here's another saying. Go to hell.
Maybe we were wrong about you, Shepard. Maybe humans are too hot-headed to be Spectres.
Enough! Commander Shepard has performed admirably so far. This discussion is only a minor disagreement.
This is getting real old. This is getting real fucking old, guys.
We seem to have a lot of disagreements, Counselor.
Try to see this from our perspective, Commander. Saren is a threat we can recognize. However, as far as we know, the Reapers only exist in your visions.
Our decisions affect trillions of lives. We cannot act on the accusations of a single person, even a Spectre. Not without solid evidence.
The Council cannot take any official action here. That is why we created the Spectres. You have the authority to act as you see fit.
If you truly believe Sovereign is the real threat, you must take whatever steps are necessary to stop it. And Saren.
Good luck, Commander. From all of us.
You know, after they signed off, the Taurian was like, I don't send them luck. They can go fuck themselves. I get where they're coming from. We can't act on the accusations of one person, not even a Spectre. Yet, we provided proof that Saren was up to some shit. And they didn't say, Saren, do you have proof that you weren't there? Do you have any kind of proof that you are innocent of these crimes that they are accusing you of? And all he had to do was be like, no, my proof is my word. And they were like, oh yeah, of course, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full, sir. Like, they never even bothered investigating the accusations. They never bothered to investigate if we were making up bullshit about one of their top agents. They were just like, we'll take him at his word. We trust him implicitly. He's good to go. We trust our Spectres. Like, we honor them. This, that, and the other. Yet when it's us, oh, no. You have to provide proof. We don't require that from any of the other Spectres. We didn't require that from Saren. But from you have to present us proof. Again, it is so painfully obvious to me that we were not made into a Spectre because they respected us and they were like, oh yeah, we want this person for the Spectres. It was just a case of like, we need someone to go after Sovereign. We don't want to, risk any of our own agents. So we're going to send this dipshit off. If they die, we don't really give a shit. Like, fuck the council. Fuck the council. Either way, I am way over time for this episode. That was a good mission. That was a damn good mission. I'm gonna miss Ashley. She was a bitch and I didn't like her, but she had the most amazing writing. I'm gonna miss her. It's really unfortunate that we won't get to see how she develops over the course of the series, assuming that she's in Mass Effect 2 and 3. I don't actually know, but if the cast stayed the same or stays the same, it would have been really interesting to see how she developed over the next 2 games. But c'est la vie. Someone had to be left behind, and like I said, Ashley had been continuously rude to Liara, so them's the bricks or breaks or whatever that saying is. Either way, I'm going to leave this episode off right here. In the next one, we go have a chat with all of our companions, see what they have to say about all of this. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.